Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline in the BPTV studios right here in Bethel Park. We have to wear masks again, so I had to pull out a new mask because last week I kept lifting it up because the nose thing was broken. I wore it out over the last 16, 17 months. Smoking Jim doesn't understand about that, but we won't explain it. But you got to wear it to try to be safe, and we'll go from there. We got a lot of sports to talk to you about. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. We got Smoking Jim Frazier. Chip Hayner couldn't make it due to work, so we moved Nick from my right to now Nick's my left-hand man, Nick Callis. And we got a lot of great sports to talk about, but I got a special announcement to make. And I need to get a close-up on this. I'm not sure if Ryan can get the close-up here. Can you see what this says on TV? Wow, it's a little bright. Can I tilt it a little?
There you go. Hey.
How's that? What's it say? Happy 21st birthday,
Oh, man.
Anthony.
He's going to work on his 21st.
So, with no further ado, bring Anthony in here. Anthony, come on into the neighborhood.
We're hungry, Anthony. Come on in and cut this cake. Who comes to work on their 21st birthday with a bulldog, man? You bulldog, man. Great job, Anthony.
Anthony, here we go. We'll show the cake to Anthony. We'll come back, and we're not going to sing. I'm not a good singer unless Smoking Jim and Nick can sing, and his dad, Steve, if you're watching, you could sing.
Happy to you.
Yeah.
All right, make a cut, make a wish. Cut right in the middle. Cut it in half.
Just
That's
like you
it.
did them
Get
pancakes
your
this
slice.
morning.
Yep, they were delicious. Let me tell you
Hope
that.
cut 'em better than that.
Get the slice that you want.
So where's he supposed to be
Get
on
one
his
for
21st
you.
birthday other than BPTV?
All
I
right.
know, that's it.
There's the 21.
I work
right
for the
there.
Oh, yeah.
On my 21st birthday.
There we go.
Thank you.
Show the fans. And Ryan, can you take a picture of me with Anthony here? Got to call a special duty to get a pic. And I'll hold this up with my man.
Two of the best heads of hair in the business.
Because I'll put that up on Facebook. Let me check it out. Hold it 1 second. I know we're live TV, but got to do what's right. Oh, man.
That glow.
There's a glow on our face. Ryan, thank you. You get a slice. Here, Ryan. There's a slice for Ryan. Where's A2 at?
Got my slice.
There'll be one for you.
I thought your slice was half.
It'll be twice. Where's A2? Come on in. We got a slice for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Pardon my fingers. We're trying to be safe.
A2.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. Nick.
We're still on TV, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
We're still on TV cutting. Look at
that.
this close-up.
Love
See,
that.
I can see I'm at the back of the bus.
Oh, wow.
I'll take it whenever I can get it.
Wow. You threw a lot in that sentence.
Look at the size slice I got for Smoking Jim.
I'll open the emergency door and be quicker.
Why do you need to do that? I actually believe something's wrong with Smoking Jim.
Here you go. Whoop.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I better cut a piece for me. Thank you for putting up with this non-sports event. But how many of you remember when you turned 21?
I do.
I do. Because it was just last year.
Me too. Mine was 41 years ago and 2 months ago. So
I worked 4 to 12 in the mill on my 21st birthday. I came home and they had a birthday party for me, and I went to a restaurant and ate because by the time I got home, it was over.
you know I got to ask, what restaurant was it?
It was Pancake House. Or
Really?
The original Pancake
Yeah,
House.
they threw me a surprise party when I got home, but when I got home, it was after midnight, and my birthday was over, man. So I went to the Pancake House.
I'm kind of jealous.
What a story.
Yeah. And I worked 4 to 12 in a meal during the summer when I was in college.
All right, we let Smoking Jim reminisce a little bit about 21. He's never had a drink, never done drugs that we know of legally. I'm not saying that I gave him a steroid test. I gave him a steroid test when I met him because I saw a picture of him. He looked like Urkel on TV. And I said, "How did you
Wait.
get this way?"
Your mic fell off.
Oh, it did? Oh, I forgot to put it on.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
We have
You always forgetting something.
we haven't heard a word from Smoking Jim. We better get this show on the road.
what? Oh, you want me to? Yeah,
Nick, he needs help at all
I see
times
that.
Nick don't have a black mask this week.
because he gave it to you.
He had an old Cardinal.
Well, he sold them to his close friends.
There you go.
All the people you're introducing him to, he's selling them to.
Yeah.
He said, if I can make money, if Smoking Jim can make money off
That
these
was-
folks,
That was Chip's idea. Chip was like, "Why aren't you selling the mask? Charge Smoking Jim $10." I'm like,
all right, well, Chip's not here to defend himself, so we'll hold off on that one. But it's true.
He might not be here next week.
All right, let's get Ryan here with how to put this in. All right, what do we got? Ryan's on fire. Olive Oil's Pizzeria, Hillcrest Shopping Center. Frank Fanero, the owner, his son Fabrizi was there. Enrico, the Mexican guy, I mentioned that because he's Mexican, and Smoking Jim said he would not eat a pizza from Mexican. He's been eating one for 4 years,
"Wow."
made by a Mexican. And I said hi to Rico, and he said hi in English. They have great Italian food. They got desserts, salads. They even have desserts. They got all kind of things. They even have Italian ice in the summer now, so check it out. Tell them Al Levine, the talking machine, sent you. I met Sal today, and I met a guy named Russell Wilson.
Oh, did you?
And he said, I have a Russell Wilson shirt. And Smoking Jim, I'm bringing the race card out. Anthony, if you're watching, he was a white guy.
White guy named
An
Russell
older
Wilson.
white guy who was in Afghanistan.
Oh, I salute his service.
Well, he was very upset today, but I thanked him for his service. So if he's watching, nice to meet you, Russell Wilson. And Sal, I met him. He's from Michigan. I said, I don't care, that you're from Michigan. I liked Al Kaline from the Detroit Tigers. And he's a younger guy, 33 years old. He goes, I don't know what to expect in sports around here. I said, here's my card. Gave him it. He goes, I live in Bethel Park now and work in Bridgeville. And I said, we all bleed black and gold. He goes, I'll have to find out about that. So, hello to Sal. All right, there we go with Olive Oil's Pizzeria, 412-831-1900. Next up, we'll see what we get. Sorry for moving there, Ryan. What did he do here? Bang! This is 2600 South Park Road, Bethel Park Historical Society Schoolhouse Arts and History Center. Can't miss the red trolley right there. I talked to somebody the other day about the Historical Society, and they said, where's it at? I go, the red trolley. They go, I don't know much in Bethel, but I know where that red trolley is. I go, that's a school built in 1905, been refurbished. They rent it out. They have high school yearbooks. They got the original bell and the cupola up there on the roof. Plus, they got a new roof. And we had a good conversation with one of my new friends. So that worked out. But check them out. They're a 501c3. They have different events coming up. So check them out and go up there. And they even have a great coffee place, which has roasted coffee for all you coffee fans, which I am not. They have my Dragonwell loose leaf green tea. You can tell them I want what Al Levine drinks. So they have it there. And yesterday I drove by, my son and I, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. They had chairs out, and it was in the shade there, so I thought about stopping. But I can only drink 3 cups, and I already had 2, so I didn't stop in. Maybe next time. All right, next up, we end each show with Stay Joey Strong. Ryan's on fire. Look at that. These new interns are on fire. We got A2 in the control room. How do we look, folks? Looking good tonight. There's Joey at 9 years old without DIPG, the dreaded brain cancer he got, DIPG in the lower thing. They started the Joey Fabus Childhood Cancer Foundation because Joey died before his 10th birthday. Just a disaster there, very sad. And that's the second child the family lost. The first one I found out just recently, it was from kidney disease, and that's terrible too. And you can donate money to them, and they have their big event. I don't know if Nick can be with us on that day to film, September 12th at 9 a.m. So I don't know. We'll have to find out with his schedule, and we'll cross that bridge. But we'll be filming because superheroes come there. That's their biggest fundraiser of the year. They've given out over $100,000 to doctors to try to find a cure, and so far, no cure. And there's kids that get sick each year with this and die. It's a death sentence. So we're trying to beat DIPG. So be there at the 5K 1 mile run, Bethel Park High School, 9 a.m. Another 501c3. Just met them about 6 weeks ago. Always Be Smiling. This is named after a poor boy that had kidney disease and 2 transplants. His dad, Dean, gave him his second kidney. He lived to be 16 and a half. He had some other handicaps, and he was always smiling and always positive in life, and he just died at 16 and a half years old. Bennett was his name, and they called him B, hence the Always Be Smiling. His parents, Kristen and Dean, started this fundraiser and 501c3 profit. Smoking Jim, 501c3s are actually nonprofits that are created by the government. So if you have one, somebody can donate money to your nonprofit, and they can write it off. Just trying to teach you, because you said how I've taught you some things. We'll talk about Bitcoins later, but that's another subject. Just saying here. And they're just great people. They've given thousands of dollars to others who are going through kidney disease like what I had, and need transplants and other type of things, from medical care to other things like transportation and you name it that they may need. So check out Always Be Smiling. Please like their page. I boosted it up to over 700 likes. We're trying to get up to 800. So check it out, and please like Always Be Smiling. Next up, I have a lady who contacted me with, she has chronic kidney disease. Her kidneys are functioning at 17%. They estimate next year they could be functioning at 15%, and she need a transplant. So here's what you do. If you would like to donate a kidney like my son did, if you get a living donor, you can, your expectancy is almost double what a cadaver donor is. It's 14 years for a cadaver kidney, which is good. It's 29.7 years for a living donor. So Smoking Jim from Gateway didn't learn math, but that's over twice as long you can live. So look how blessed I am with my son. So go to livingdonorreg.upmc.com. This is for Kathleen Miller. You can say that. Again, go to livingdonorreg.upmc.com to donate a kidney. If you want to donate a kidney, they can trade kidney donors with others. Like if you don't match Kathleen, they can find somebody in the pool of donators with kidneys, one that would match Kathleen, and then you could give your kidney to somebody else that would need it with your blood type. That's how it works. Not getting too technical, Smoking Jim, just telling the truth here, buddy. Next up, we got the nice sheet here from the birthday boy, gave it to me, the 21-year-old today. I'm honored. Dave Cable likes to have some fun at my expense. I want you for BPTV. Tell them Uncle Al Levine, the talking machine, sent you. Call 412-831-3304. You could be like Ryan. You could be like Nick. You could be like A1 who has the birthday. You could be like A2 working the controls in there to make us look good. And you can come out here if you're in high school. This can help you for college or going to school. And if you're already out of school, this could help you for your career. And we have a great over 500 shows a year, about 20 different producers like myself. I'm only doing 7 shows a month, but there's others that do 1 or 2 or less. So you can check it out and be on our shows even on location. So check it out. All right, let me get these sheets out of the way. All right. Let's see what Ryan does. He's on fire. Bang! Bethel Park Community Foundation has money for you. bpcf.org. Get your application for $100 to $5,000 in grant money. We have money, and we just gave some money to the local Girl Scouts, so they got to do a project. We've given money to Boy Scouts, and we give money to the emergency EMT, the fire department, other local groups in Bethel Park, the Lions Club. We've given out over $1 million in 25 years of existence. So why don't you be the next? I'm a trustee on the board. We meet every couple months, and you can come out, get an application, and get that $100 to $5,000.
Smoking Jim Frazier Productions?
We found out that it's a profitable company, that they take all the money for themselves. So not only can we not write it off, but they put the money in their pocket, but then they're getting toys for kids. And I don't want to make a comment about that because I believe in the toys for kids. But he brought it up. So this is a nonprofit, and it helps a lot of people. Smoking Jim Productions, we don't know. This is the first time we've ever seen it. He's my BFF, and he's moving on up, as the Jeffersons would say.
SJP!
He's moving on up. We'll have to figure it out. All right, here's the test for Ryan. He's been great all night. Let's see what he can do. Oh, look at that. The logo's right underneath that. 6103 Library Road, Route 88 in Finleyville. Red, white, and blue station. I took my new Honda CR-V for an oil change. Guess what? Monday, Skeet said, here, I'll take care of you. Him and Denny took care of the Honda. They said, wow, what a nice car this is. So I got compliments. Give them a call if you need any work done on anything that runs on gas. 724-348-4715. And they even gave me, Bethel Bakery is a mile from my house. So I went 7 miles to go to Skeet's, and I got a white cream donut that was delicious. I rarely eat them anymore, trying to stay healthy, but it was just delicious on Monday. And Al, who buys the donuts, his name's Al, he's turning 90 years old on September 16th. And he talks,
That's awesome.
he talks a little bit better and has a better memory than Smoking Jim Frazier. He worked for the airlines, and he's telling me stories back in the 60s, 70s.
I might have met him.
80s. No, you don't know him. He's from Castle Shannon. You don't get out to that neighborhood much. But yeah, check this out with Skeet Service Station. They do a great job. They even fix electrical devices like hedge trimmers, screwdrivers, you name it. And anything that runs on gas, again, I'll repeat myself, they take care of you. They took care of me yesterday. All right, so he sponsors What's on Your Mind. So I got to bring up Smoking Jim Frazier. What's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
There you go.
you got to see Levine. I'll tell you what, Al
Thank you.
Levine, the talking machine.
Yes.
Our very good friend of the show, Stephanie Hayner, who married Chip, and Chip married way over his head. 10 years ago to the day almost, she told me that there's a place in Monroeville that got the best key lime pie. Now, I never heard of key lime pie. I didn't know it was key, K-E-Y, until today. So I go there in this beautiful Italian bakery, I go in there. And
What's it called? We can promote it in
I don't know.
Monroeville.
It starts with an M.
There you
So-
go, folks. Gateway Education at the top of the list.
So I walk in. The place is absolutely clean. It's lit up nice. I mean, it's beautiful.
And it's
on
a
the inside.
bakery. There's baked stuff in
Yeah.
there?
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And I kept saying, man, this place is. I'm very impressed. So they had some really good-looking Italian ladies working there, right?
Yeah.
So the one lady says, "Oh, you're a first timer." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." See, so she gave me a cannoli. Now I heard about it on The Godfather, and I tried. I didn't know they were cold.
You know, in The
Cannoli-
Godfather, they killed the one guy,
Yeah,
and he
they
goes,
did.
don't forget the
The
cannolis.
That's how I heard of it. It was pretty good. She gave me a sample cannoli.
You've never had a cannoli before that?
No, but I
You don't
ordered-
get out much.
But I pre-ordered a key lime pie, because I didn't know if they had them on stock.
Yeah.
So, they brought them out in the box. And this little old white lady came up. She's like, "You do boxing, don't you?" She was like, "What's your name?" And I told her, started telling her my name. She's like, "Frazier." Yeah, really nice. It's nice to be recognized, you know what I mean, when you're out. And then I go, and of course,
She was pretty?
she was older white lady.
Okay.
Very
Because you didn't
nice.
say
She made
pretty,
my-
so I had to clarify
She made
that.
my day,
Okay.
And then I go out. I'm out and about, right? Al Levine, the talking machine, and I bump into some people that watch the show, and they kept calling me Michael. I said, "Why are you calling me Michael? Michael Douglas." I'm like, "Why are you calling me Michael Douglas?" He says, "You're like the guy on Wall Street with all your," he said, "because you got traders and brokers." So Al Levine, the talking machine, I remember watching Wall Street, and I remember Michael Douglas said, "See that building? I sold it for $800,000. I thought it was all the money in the world. Now it's a day's pay. I'm on my way, Al Levine. The way my Bitcoin, I'm gonna be a millionaire in coins."
Smoking Jim, I got to do a disclaimer.
Woo!
I made my best friend feel so bad last week because he thinks I'm accusing him of lying.
I
ju-
don't fib.
I just said, since the day I met him, he told me I'm an honest man. And then I question some of the things he says. Because anybody that tells me for 10 years they're an honest man, I worked with a lot of honest men in my newspaper job at the Press and Post Gazette. They were not honest. I just wanted you to see through the mask. So I won't show the picture, but because it's private information. But Smoking Jim said, I'm in some network group, and he showed me a balance. I won't say the amount of money there. It was 4 digits. It was over $1,000. And it didn't prove he had Bitcoins, but he now thinks that since I taught him, you can only buy fractions of Bitcoins because they're like about $47,000 to get 1 Bitcoin. And like I tried to emphasize to my man from Gateway, and the reason I'm bringing it up is he told me how many degrees he has. And I questioned the first degree he got from high school. So
Gator Nation.
he thinks he may have a Bitcoin, and I told him I have a Bitcoin, and you have more money than I have in Bitcoins, but I doubled my money. And he goes, "Machine, how do you do that?" I rest my case. So he's still learning, and if somebody told him he looks like Michael Douglas, no offense against blind people. Because if you watched, Michael Douglas is, no offense, has always been one of the most handsome white men out there over the years.
Well, they didn't say I look like Michael. They said I remind them of Michael because of my trading and brokerage. My brokerage.
I need a drink on that.
My broker.
And that's what's on my mind. You're looking at a trader, brother.
I got another question. This isn't
24 hours a day I'm trading.
this isn't a disclaimer. With his account, he also told me this, and this is private, but I'm going to share it because he does it all the time. He goes, "Hey, Machine, I only know boxing and football." And I said, "My man, I've been trading since I'm 18 years old with something called stocks.
That's true.
So I know, I'll just share this with you and he can laugh. I know how to buy, I know how to sell, and I know how to make money, and I've lost money. I'm not perfect. So if he's trading, all he knows is he has an account. He doesn't know how to buy a Bitcoin, and he definitely don't know how to sell a Bitcoin." And I rest my case. We're going to move on.
Move on.
Sorry for the non-sports segment, but this is part of society today, and you got these smartphones and not smart individuals, and I don't want to bust his chops no more. But open that key lime pie up. That's what I want to
Wait,
see.
me and Nick can't wait.
I love pie.
Hold it.
Love
I'm
pie.
the one that's eating. It said I liked it when you first said you're going to get it.
I thought he was taking it out.
All right, Nick, what's on your mind?
Well, good news in Pirate Land. They went from having the second worst record in Major League Baseball to this month. Now they have the fourth worst record, so they're getting better.
Okay.
Wrap it up to that.
Thank you, Nick.
But I
That's
was
enough. No.
But I was looking at the playoff race in baseball, and I'm intrigued. I haven't seen like a good race going on. Usually they've been pretty like straightforward and predictable these last couple of years. But
Yeah.
in the AL East, the Red Sox are in first place. They tanked, and there's the pie. They tanked, and now the Rays are leading, and the Yankees made a massive comeback. The White Sox are finally doing good, which is pretty exciting. They're in first in the Central right now. I'm upset that the Astros are still good. The scandal didn't kill them. I'm upset about that.
Yeah,
They're
but
still
Nick, I
winning the
just want to
division.
do a little interjection on that.
That's fine.
The Astros were a good team and
Yeah.
had good players, but they were cheaters because they believe, like Smoking Jim, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah.
So they do have the talent.
They were trying, and they won a World Series.
Yes,
so good
and
for
they
them.
didn't get penalized from it. So why wouldn't they continue to do well?
You think they're still cheating?
No.
Okay, well. I hope the A's catch them, though. The A's are 6 games out in the West.
But think
so.
about like this, like Smoking Jim and you have played sports. Him allegedly, you for sure. Because your mother said you played sports, so.
I got pictures and videos,
Yeah,
too. So.
but I mean, how can I not believe your mother?
Well, that's true.
Right?
My mom is an honest lady. Yeah. Sure.
Shout out to your mom, Maureen.
Nice lady. No, yeah, I hope the A's catch them, though. I don't want the Astros to win another division.
And
so
look at
that's
who
gonna
the
take
A's
race.
best player is. Marte.
Starling Marte, that's right. He's on the team. I don't know if he's the best.
Is that right?
I'm
Wow.
saying
Yeah,
that
Starling Marte's on the
they've highlighted him lately,
No.
that he fits in with their offensive style. And he plays some good defense, and he only stole 19 bases in his first month.
Wow.
So I know a couple stats. 'cause-
Wow.
Well, he got brought in because he's replacing a steroid user. Ramon Laureano got suspended 80 games, so
Yes.
that's why they needed to bring him in because their star center.
And how ironic
not to be a
is
steroid user.
that
And
he got caught
he got caught
using an old-time
he got caught
steroids.
4 years ago.
Because like Smoking Jim, we never tested for the steroids, but it was an older steroid. He didn't think he'd get caught.
Okay, but in the National
Sorry
League.
to interrupt you. Carry on.
No, you're good. The National League East right now, the Braves are leading. They were in last to start the season in that division, so that's pretty cool. The Mets blew it. The Mets had it. I'm kind of mad at the Mets. I'm like, man, you got all this talent. You brought in Lindor. Now you got Javier Baez. They're getting booed. The fans booed Javier Baez earlier in the week.
I heard
and
that.
Javier Baez, star shortstop, got traded to the Mets.
He doesn't
But he
run.
thumbs down. Him and Lindor thumbs down the fans.
Well, are you serious?
Yeah,
The home fans.
he hit a home run and they booed him hitting a home run. The home
Explain to
fans.
him where they're stationed at, where they live, New
Oh,
York.
yeah.
Yeah.
City Building. Yeah, but they were doing so bad even after he hit a home run, he got booed. So Baez gave him the thumbs down on his way back to the dugout.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. So they're a catastrophe now. Let's go Mets. So that stuff. And the Phillies, too, they're 3.5 games out. I'm glad they're doing well with all the talent they have. But, yeah, they should be in first place with who they have. The Central, the Pirates, 31 games out of the division. The Brewers are leading. They got great pitching. And I'm surprised at how much they've been surviving on pitching because Yelich is having kind of a down year. They don't have Ryan Braun anymore because he was bad. And then in the West, the Giants about to dethrone the Dodgers, who had 7 consecutive division titles. That's exciting stuff.
I know.
They came out of nowhere. So
Who's that?
the San Francisco Giants.
Tell them where they're at.
California? Yeah.
Because they
What's
don't
it-
watch baseball.
Yeah. And then the Padres, a big disappointment. Our boy Adam Frazier in San Diego, they're third in the NL West. They might not make playoffs.
Who's
They
that?
won't lift them. I was saying Adam Frazier plays with the Padres. The Padres are in third now. They might not make
I
playoffs.
know,
'cause
they were hopeful.
the Reds
before.
also came out of nowhere. They're in there now. Like, this is exciting to me. I'm just looking like, cool, there's a whole bunch of shakeups now. The Dodgers aren't predictably winning. The Astros might get caught. The Mariners are doing like okay.
Toronto's doing good.
No,
I
they're
got
not.
money on them tonight.
Yeah, they're in fourth. They're probably not making playoffs.
That's who they're playing.
No.
tonight.
Give me your 250. I'll give it to you next week.
So I'm just I'm excited about the baseball postseason, even though the Pirates aren't in it, because there's a lot of fun races you can follow heading into September.
Nick, are
So
you a baseball fan?
I am, and that's why I'm bringing it up.
It's nice seeing two opposites at the same side of the table.
Yeah, my guy. That's what's on my mind.
Thank you very much. Smoking Jim, am I supposed to cut the key lime pie?
If you want to, yeah. You can cut the
I'll
cake.
eat it while we're
I don't normally eat a lot of sugar, but tonight
Today's the day.
I am breaking loose.
Y'all ain't gonna
Wow, this is heavy. I almost threw out my back.
Y'all ain't gonna trust me with a knife.
Oh my!
You ever had a knife before?
No.
No, never held a knife.
That's sort of a racist comment, Smoking Jim.
Oh wow!
Here we go, folks.
I didn't.
I don't know. Ryan, could you get a shot of this? Oh my goodness.
Is it good? I never
Sorry,
had
I got to
that.
take the mask off and everything.
I can't wait to
You want a
taste it.
slice?
Yes, sir. Please. It'll be my first slice.
You want Nick to have a slice?
Heck
I won't have a slice right now.
No, after. I'll
Yeah.
cut it for
Too
you.
much whipped cream on there right now.
All right.
I'm allergic to dairy. There, I'll let everybody in Bethel Park know. Can't be doing that right now.
He's lactose intolerant.
Yes.
I had to spell it out.
There's a lot of whipped cream.
You want a
on there.
big plate machine? I don't think I got a spoon.
Wow. I'm
Yeah, you
You got
struggling.
hands though, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you got hands. Yeah. I got hands.
Folks, we're going off the.
You want some napkins? You need some napkins? Machine?
I need pass a couple this way. Here's for Smoking Jim Frazier.
I'm gonna drop it.
Let's see what he got.
It's a little wobbly.
Look at that slice.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I don't want to drop it. There you go.
Hey, thank you for the napkins. I needed it badly. This is a struggle. You know what's on my mind? I'll talk and cut. What's on my mind today is I heard the Patriots, everybody's favorite team in Pittsburgh,
Yes, sir.
got rid of Cam Newton.
Good point.
So all the greatness that Cam Newton had isn't there. And they released him. And I don't know if you heard of the quarterback that they drafted. Somehow Mac Jones. What is that? Good.
Is this good or what?
That's the noise that says I approve.
Oh, man.
I'll get my piece on there.
Oh, machine, why'd you tell me about this?
You never asked. You never asked. I told you I've experienced a few things, buddy.
R.I.P. Chip
Where
from
you
this and the
been
flavors.
all my life?
Oh man.
All right, Nick, I'm cutting you a piece. It's a little sloppy here.
All right. It's
Whoa. Just trying to get it out of here. But anyhow, the experiment was over. The COVID was over with Cam Newton because Smoking Jim still doesn't know anybody that had COVID, even though he posted Jesse Jackson and his wife. We're still praying for them because they have COVID. He posted that on Facebook. And the honest man, I have to bring it up, he still doesn't know anybody with COVID, including a friend, may rest in peace, Coach D, who died of COVID last year, and a few others. bit, that's our man, Smoking Jim Frazier. Pardon my fingers here.
Oh, is it good?
Oh, man. One more, Nick,
Appreciate it.
whenever you can.
Yep, whenever I can.
Oh, man. This is delicious. But, yeah, that's our latest with Mac Jones being a starter. They said, Smoking Jim, you'll appreciate this. I was watching ESPN. I broke down and watched him a little bit.
Okay.
And thanks for all of you being fans of our show and saying how much fun we have and how we're not ESPN. Well, we have our opinions, as you know, and we do disagree at a lot of times. And sometimes Smoking Jim, I don't know what he's talking about, but sometimes he's right. Just don't bet with them. Bet against them. And we're going to come back with some fiction and fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac, and I'm going to be so sugar-high'd up, I don't know if I'll be able to continue.
Steelers show blitz. He throws the pass up. It's going to be picked up. James Harrison has it. He's running up the sideline. 25-30.
Hi, Bethel Park. Uncle Al speaking. I'm asking you to come help us behind the scenes at BP TV. We're looking for some proud Bethel Park residents to help us make the shows that you want to watch. For more information, contact Station Director Dave Cable, and we will see you behind the cameras at BP TV.
Hello, Bethel Park Gamers. This is Anthony Feltry from Bethel Park Gaming. I'd like to say thank you all for watching Bethel Park Gaming the series. I appreciate all again for watching it on BPTV's Comcast 7 and Verizon 32. And I do appreciate it for watching it on Bethel Park Gaming's YouTube page along with Bethel Park Gaming's Facebook page. Now I'm pretty sure you're seeing a lot of my contestants to be part of Bethel Park Gaming. For instance, Ethan, Sylvester,
That completely slipped my mind.
Colin,
Jizz, we want some pancakes. Looks like a costume party. I'll be back.
I'll be back with
And he
some
actually
more
makes the noises too.
and Nick.
Yes!
I appreciate them for joining me for Bethel Park Gaming, but now you can actually join me right here in the BPTV studios by contacting me and selecting your favorite games that you want to play together. So I appreciate all of you for watching Bethel Park Gaming, and make sure you keep gaming, Bethel Park.
Steelers show blitz. He throws the pass up. It's going to be picked up. James Harrison has it. He's running up the sideline. 25-30.
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And I tell you what, we got the VIP of BPTV, my main man, the second biggest arms in the world next to Mickey Saunders. He got the biggest arms in the world at 26 inches. I tell you what, my favorite editor did a great job on our videos. Ryan doing the job. And Tony, I only call him Tony, because all the beautiful girls call him Tony, so I call him Tony. And I tell you what,
Who's that?
we got the man back there that's never got a hair out of place. Anthony, he's been my A1 from day one, and I tell you what, I am so proud of him celebrating his 21st birthday, and I got a root beer for him out in the car, Al Levine, the talking machine. And let's have a toast. Let's have a toast to A1, my A1 from day one. All
Are
right.
you showing all of us?
But hey, Al Levine, the talking machine.
I'm right here.
I got a bone to pick with your Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought they made some terrible cuts. Number one, how in the world do you cut Matthew Saxton, number 80? If he was black, he'd be the star of the team. He'd be a starter. This is a little white guy that runs a 4.3 40. He was the state sprint champ when he was in high school. This is a guy that had 2 of the most electrifying punt returns in all preseason. The Pittsburgh Steelers couldn't get any offense hardly out of anybody else, but because he's
Hold it.
white.
Who was the quarterback?
Pardon me?
Who was the quarterback for the Steelers?
The Steelers?
The second coming. They thought he was the greatest quarterback.
Who? Just Haskins?
Yeah.
You know I've been saying they should cut Haskins and Mason
That's
Rudolph.
why I
But
brought
they
it
didn't
up.
cut Haskins.
No. He's still on the team.
So is Rudolph. though.
And they only felt sorry for him because his wife knocked his gold teeth out his mouth. Hey, then you got,
Thanks for sharing that again, Smoking.
I'm Shakur Brown from Michigan State. Surprised he got cut. Lafayette Pitts did an outstanding job. He couldn't play any better. Steelers need cornerbacks. They got rid of him. Lamont Wade,
Yeah.
one of the greatest all-around athletes to ever come out of southwestern Pennsylvania. You're looking to replace Mike Hilton. You don't even give this guy a shot. You cut him. Jordan Berry, best punter on the team. They cut the fat slob as a punter. Trey Edmonds, I thought, did a good job. He can play fullback. He can play halfback. And they got rid of him, got nice size, 6'2", 225. Jalen Samuels, I call him Lazy 38. He can do it all. When he ran out of bounds, when he jogged to the sidelines and ran out of bounds after that long game, I don't know if you remember that preseason game, I said, you got to get out of here. He act like he's Franco Harris. Franco won 4 Super Bowls when he started running out of bounds. B.J. Finney, you need experience on the offensive line. You know, fat Zach Banner's hurt again. and you're cutting B.J. Finney. Don't make no sense. Kevin Ryder, he's one of my top 10 tight ends in all of football. And they cutting him. In all of football, he got the best hands on the team. He's the best tight end blocker on the team, and they get rid of him. Joshua Dobbs should be the backup quarterback. I'm upset about that. And Mark Gilbert, their best cover corner. He's 6'1", number 17, best cover corner. They cut him. So now I'm going to finish up. The Steelers play 17 games this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to circle the wins and losses real quick.
We're going through the whole schedule.
Just real quick. It's only going to take me. I don't have to. These are just home. They got 8 away games and 9 home games. That's where you see that record. Now, the Steelers only kept 4 cornerbacks, and ain't none of them any good. So Buffalo's going to destroy them in game 1. I know in game 1. I'm just going with away games now. The Packers is going to beat
Try
them.
to follow this, fans.
We know the Browns is going to beat them. Kansas City's going to beat them. The Ravens is going to beat them.
That's 4.
That's 5.
5.
Seahawks should beat them.
The Seahawks?
The Ravens should beat them at home.
What?
We know the Browns and Tennessee will probably win. So that's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got them 8 and 9. L. Levine, the talking machine, at first glance. They may steal a game or 2, but they'll probably lose a game or 2.
How's
Worst-
that work out then?
Worst offensive line in the NFL. I'm very, very disappointed in them cutting a guy I thought that could have been a Pro Bowl slot receiver in Matthew Saxton. Again, reverse discrimination is alive and well in the National Football League, and you got to agree with that.
Smoking Jim, I don't know what to agree with, but Tony from Chick-fil-A said, sounds like Smoking Jim went to Moios. Moyos.
Yes.
Moyos Bakery in Monroeville.
Yes.
And then he's better off rolling dice in Carrick or Rivers Casino than making money from Bitcoins. Thank you, Tony.
Love that.
And we're going to go next to the VIP substituting for Mr. Trivia.
Very important positions. I'm looking at the Steelers right now.
Where?
'Cause right there, I'm looking. Steelers. Enough is enough with the drama. I'm tired of it. I'm not going to go as far as the shut up and dribble movement because I do believe that professional athletes should have lives outside of their jobs as being sports people. But listen, when Juju Smith-Schuster is now trying to crate challenge right before week 1. We got a problem, okay? When we're doing TikTok dances and all this stuff and not worried about playing football before week 1, there's a problem. When James Washington is still in the middle of drama because he might have requested a trade but insists that he didn't, we've got a problem. I'm tired of it. Just play the game. Just play the game, okay? I'm not doing 2018 again. I'm not doing, Ben's injured, now Mason Rudolph, a bunch of backups have to go try to, make playoffs. I'm not doing 2020 where we won 11 games and then lost 5 out of the last 6 and then got smashed by the Browns in the playoff. I'm not doing it this year. You understand me? I'm not doing it. Steelers, I'm not doing it. Enough with the dramatics. Enough. I just want them to play football. Okay? And correct me if I'm wrong, but we got to focus on the game eventually, especially when we're right before week 1. He could have got hurt on the crates. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be thinking a little more, okay? Like, I get it, have other lives is totally fine, but, like, don't do things that, are just not the smartest things to do, okay? The crate challenge is dumb enough to begin with, but, like, average people who don't have to perform at athletically elite levels can afford to do that. You can't, Juju, okay? Let's go, Steelers. Hunker down. Let's get the Steelers out of the news for stuff that doesn't matter as it relates to football. That's my opinion for today. Hi, what?
How you doing?
I don't know what the crate challenge is.
So you stack a bunch of crates up like square crates, and like you put them at different heights, and you have to run across them.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you
And
serious?
he did that. Yeah, he did that. You have to run across them, and if the crates fall and you fall, you lose.
What did I say his rookie year when he did good? I said, you'll never win a championship with that guy. Get rid of trade him while his value's high.
We never did with
He's just gotta
Le'Veon
be
Bell or
smarter.
AB. So how about the Bees? We didn't win one with them.
He seemed like
So
such
Smoking Jim, you're on fire.
He seemed
You're
like
on fire.
he seemed like such a nice guy, and they just corrupted him after that 2018 season. He's just turned into a guy who enjoys.
He was always like
he's
that.
he's got the football though. He doesn't need social media. He has football.
Yeah.
Gets to be on radio and television and all these places. Why does he need TikTok? It's just so
His hero's
silly.
AB.
It's really bad. That's just really bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Nick.
I feel better now.
I appreciate that, Nick. And now Smoking Jim, you know something else. On location. We have on location Saturday. Nick had to bow out because he's working for KDKA Radio, so he can't film. And we got the ex-Rookie of the Year and MVP, Steve, filling in at USS Fight Academy. He's excited, happy to be back with me and Smoking Jim, and we're looking forward to it. 6 o'clock Saturday night, USS Fight Academy, 1712 North Lincoln Highway, North Versailles. It'll be our third series of fights. We've been there over the summer. Thank you for having us there, USS Fight Academy. We appreciate it. And we're looking for on location coming up on the 12th with Joey Fabus 5K 1 mile run with superheroes. We're going to see if Nick can make it for that. If not, we'll have to scramble for a cameraman again, but we'll see what happens. Nick's paying job comes first. We're all volunteers or interns at Pittsburgh Sportsline, so thanks for watching us. Thanks for all the help we have here. And we're looking for fights on the 12th at 2 o'clock. Jack Mook got a hold of us. I haven't heard any more details, so I'm not sure if there's fights that night or that afternoon. And that's the first Steeler game of the season in Buffalo. Is that a night game or
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock? Well, we might miss the Steeler game or we might miss boxing. So stay tuned for On Location, and we'll come back and let's see if we can talk a little Steelers.
And his pass is broken up by Tatum. Tipped off. Michael Harris has it.
Bethel Park Inline Hockey. It's fast, it's fun, and we want you to play. Inline hockey is just like ice hockey, but no ice, and significantly less expensive and far less of a time commitment. Way less travel than ice hockey, too. The sport is played on a specialized rink at the Bridgeville Rollerplex, RMU Island Sports Complex, Harmerville's Alpha Arena, Hot Shots Indoor Sports Arena, and the Murraysville Sports Zone. Our teams play in the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Roller Hockey League, or the PIRHL. Each year, teams from elementary, middle, and high school play a 16-game schedule, plus playoffs, from October through March. Practice one evening a week and games on Saturdays or Sundays. The sport is recognized by the Bethel Park School District, which means student athletes can earn a letter once they reach high school. We play rivals such as Upper St. Clair, Peters Township, Canon-Mac, Pine Richland, North Hills, and so many more. This is no pickup game. You'll need regulation pads, hockey skates, helmets, and the coolest Hawks uniforms around. 2 refs at every game officiate 3 15-minute periods with a running clock. No icing, no offsides, no checking. But this sport will rock you. Registration is coming up, so check out our website at www.bpinlinehockey.com and sign up soon. Let's play!
And his pass is broken up by Tatum. Tipped off! Franco Harris has it!
I've had so much sugar, I haven't had this much sugar in a year. Thank you, Smoking Jim. I can't even see now. Okay, Steelers. I don't normally watch the preseason. I watched a few plays with Haskins, and I said, I don't know what all the hullabaloo about him being the second-string quarterback is, because I was hoping he'd get to play against first-stringers. He was against second and third-stringers. So that's my little bit of analysis there. And I trust the coaches. After all, in spite of Smoking Jim not being friends with Tomlin anymore because of what he said on KDKA, Mike Tomlin's the winningest black coach in NFL history. So I trust him whether you like him or hate him. I trust him because of his record.
That's like our good friend Claudio Rosano saying he's the tallest in his family, so he should be able to play basketball. I mean, what's that? Winning his black coach.
Well,
Has there been 3 of them?
Smoking Jim,
No, there's been way more than that.
let me explain something. In my dad's side of the family, they weren't that tall.
They were good, though.
My uncle, at like 5'8",
But he didn't play center.
at 5'8", he became a NBA basketball player with the Pittsburgh Raiders in 1945. You didn't even know that.
I sure didn't.
And that was my uncle. They called him Shmuley Levine. Sid Levine,
Wow.
his nickname was Shmuley. Myron Cope used to call him the Bob Cousy of Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And you know Bob Cousy. You
Yeah.
might have to educate Nick about Bob
Yeah,
Cousy.
that's my favorite basketball player
But
of all time.
that was my
Bob
uncle
Cousy.
at 5'8". My dad always said he was 5'10". I found out on his military card 1950, because he was sort of like Smoking Jim. He was 19 years old. And guess what? I go, Dad, on your military card, it says you're 5'7". And he goes, Alan, I never lied to you. I'm shrinking. And my dad had basketball teams when he was growing up. He was short and loved basketball, but he would be the coach on the team. Guess who one of his players was?
Who?
Cyril Wecht.
Are-
A man who you honored.
Are you serious?
Cyril Wecht played on my dad's basketball team when they went around the city playing.
Get out of here.
I do know who that is.
There's a little fiction and fact from Al Levine's Almanac, special edition for Smoking Jim Frazier.
Well, you know who's my 3 favorite basketball players?
I want to know. Oscar?
Bob Cousy,
Yeah.
Curly Nelson,
Yeah.
and Isaiah Thomas. You know, me and
Well, sure.
Isaiah played a lot of basketball in and around the city. We never lost.
Well, I don't know about you playing, but I know you were in a couple pictures with them.
And I told you.
And supposedly you're friends with them.
Well, I told you the time me, Isaiah Thomas, and Ralph Sampson, who played in the NBA at 7'4", we played, and I was the leading scorer because Ralph would get the rebound, and I'd be already down the other end just throw it. Ain't no sense of me playing defense with all them guys. Gotta have a cherry picker somewhere. We played all day.
You know what? This
Never lost.
This is one story I gotta believe, because Smoking Jim's philosophy is, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And there's the perfect example.
Ralph could throw that ball and lay to the court.
Well, some of the ladies, I just went, Smoking Jim, I just went to some friends of mine. You know Andre that you met with his wife, Shonda?
Yeah.
Well, he invited me to go with some friends, and we went out to dinner at Bahama Breeze.
I heard about
And
that.
we ran into Jody and her daughter. Her daughter's looking at me, and then she's
Beautiful,
looking,
man.
and Jody, I go, hey, Jody. She goes, yeah, I thought I knew who you were. So I saw her.
That they said you couldn't believe her daughter was all grown up. You probably didn't recognize her.
I didn't.
Beautiful, yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
yeah.
I
One-
didn't.
One player from Pitt, white guy, linebacker, got good size, 6'3", 250. He got the hots for her.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna put a little note in the locker room, let him know.
yeah.
Yeah, treat her with kid gloves
Good.
if you want to make it to the NFL.
There's Smoking Jim, the protector of ladies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even though he posts his picture, we don't want to talk about that. I counted 12 pictures the other day. I don't know what happened. But I do know Snow.
Yeah, beautiful.
I know Snow.
Yeah, I told you.
And
you knew
she's
her.
thinner now. Now I
Yeah.
know Snow.
Yeah.
She's half the size she was when I met
Yeah,
her.
they made her suck down.
How could that happen?
Yeah, you know the models, man.
Well, enough of the model talk. What about these Steelers, buddy? You gave a little lecture on the
can I
past.
see your records real quick?
Oh,
The
yeah.
list of the schedule? Because I disagree with you thoroughly on some
Okay.
of these.
Put
All
your
right,
picks
Nick.
out.
Here we
Nick.
go.
All right, Chip.
That's why he's in the seat.
Hey, I feel like his seed influences me pretty badly. I think they could beat the Packers. I think they could beat the Seahawks. So that makes them now 10-8.
Okay.
Or 10-7.
10 and 7,
Yeah.
Right, that's the math on that.
Yeah.
They'll beat the Chargers. They'll beat the Bengals. So I think they can get the Browns once too. I mean, you're making an early prediction here. Who knows what moves they're going to make in the middle of the
Well, the
season?
Browns beat them twice then last year, so
No, did they?
hard to beat a team 3. Yeah, they
Not in the
beat-
regular season though.
Yeah, they beat,
Not in the regular season.
Well, in the playoffs. The last
No,
two
no,
games
not
they
in the
played.
playoffs. They played it once in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat
In the regular season,
They
they
beat 'em
they,
once.
they went 1-1. I think that'll happen again. So I mean, like, I think you're being a
What
little
happened the last 2 times they played the Browns?
okay. They lost.
Then you know the Browns.
But we're
got-
talking. Okay, they
you know
play
the
them.
Browns got maybe the best quarterback.
They play them once.
You know
Let's-
the Browns got the best quarterback in football.
They
Quote
just don't.
Smoke.
They just do not.
Mark the tape on this. Smoking
Maybe-
Jim just made a prediction.
Second best Cleveland Browns since Jim Brown.
Look right here. Look at me right here. Baker
I
Mayfield.
disagree 100%.
Shaking Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is not the best quarterback in the NFL. Just not. So
Really?
no.
Okay.
I mean, we're putting up with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers
Well, I
and all.
love,
Like,
well, we'll just say the best quarterback in the AFC.
no.
Mahomes. You going with Mahomes?
I will go with Mahomes.
I hate to break this discussion up, but we're running out of time.
Oh, my fault. Look at the time. My fault, machine.
Nick has put the challenge down with the NFL Steelers scout on his expertise. Nick had him cornered. I had to pull him out of there and stop this opinionated battle. We'll save this debate for next week. Thank all of you for watching the show. We appreciate it. And we'll be back next week as usual, and we'll do our best. And please stay Joey strong.